This time we're gonna do a quick unpacking. And you might be able to tell the album just based off the outfit. Every once in a while, if you are familiar with CDs, you know that these CDs mess up and they go bad and all that other stuff. So you gotta get a new one because it's too scratched up, too much, all that. This is one of my favorite Carl Thomas albums. Back when they had booklets. It's not the debut album. This is Let's Talk About It. This is the sophomore project. Still on Bad Boy. Not emotional. Like you gotta really know your Carl Thomas to know this one. Because after, Summer Rain and all that kind of fizzled out, like some people stopped paying attention. I didn't. That's why I locked in. Because this album to me be better than the first album. He collaborated with LL Cool J on this one. I think with this one he was able to just like really get in his bag. It's called Let's Talk About It. 16 tracks. Work It Out is the last track. That's one of my favorites. There's a track on here called The Baby Maker. Make It Alright. That was the single. Make It Alright was one of the singles. My First Love. To me, this was hits on hits on hits. There was no fake lemons on this project. I think part of the reason why people didn't pay as much attention as they should have. But nonetheless, you see, I went out and got it again just because I needed this. I got, emotional. Actually, on 4 Carl Thomas albums, he got another album. 2 other projects that came out after this. One featured Snoop on a single. Go look into your Carl Thomas. I got the chance to meet Carl and interview him for album 4, and he was featured in Parlay. But I always being a bad boy artist is a lot. Being a bad boy artist, Carl was featured on Notorious B.I.G.'s Life After Death, right? He was featured on Puff's first 2 albums. He was featured on Faith's project. He did music with 112. So you're talking about someone who was around for the entire journey of Bad Boy. And I was always intrigued, kind of once he left the label and was trying to do the solo thing, the fact that he didn't get as much love from the fans. The voice didn't change, the song quality didn't change, and Carl wrote so much of his music, so it wasn't like, he was necessarily being assisted by other folks, maybe in the production, but not in the songwriting. So I wish we would give Carl the love he deserves all these years later.